wasn't a situation where I stay over,
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Go.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Oh. We welcome you in to Northrop High School for some Tuesday night high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com, live on YouTube, as well as the IHSAA Champions Network. You can download that app and check us out by searching for Summit City Sports. Tuesday night in the 2-6-0. We got tons of games coming your way tonight. We've already started with girls basketball between Heritage and Blackhawk Christian. We'll have the boys game between those two teams tonight as well. We've also got girls basketball, Snyder at Bishop Luers tonight, and two other boys games, DeKalb at Bishop Dwenger, and then Peru at Southside. We are live here at Northrop as the Bruins and Lions of Leo High School are trying to get their second win of the season. Northrop coming in 1-4 overall, 0-1 in the SAC, going 1-1 last week, defeating Northeast State opponent East Noble to get its first win of the season for the Bruins, and then falling in doubleheader action at Bishop Luers on Friday night. First loss in their first game in the Summit Athletic Conference so far this season, and Luers certainly looking like a team to beat at the top of the SAC after that game. Leo coming in 1-3 overall. Their last opponent was out of the Summit Athletic Conference. They fell to unbeaten Southside. The Archers are 5-0 to start the year. Southside defeating Leo at Leo last week, 64-37, and the Lions now looking to bounce back and get closer to 500, get up to 2-3, and then they'll be at home against Huntington North on Friday night, as they've got a chance this week to get back to 500 on the season, and certainly still in the early portion of the boys basketball season here in the 2-6-0. Northrop offensively this year has been led by Anthony Barnes. The 6'6" junior transfer in from Snyder has been really good. He's averaging just about over 10 points per game this season. He's dealt with some foul trouble in a couple different games this year, but when he's been in the lineup and on the floor and not had that foul trouble, he has been a difference maker for Northrop. Also starting to step his game up another notch is Don LeRae Reese Jr. Senior 6'1", was the leading scorer on last year's 10-14 Northrop team, and Reese had his best game of the season so far against Bishop Luers, and then had another season high the game before at East Noble. So he's starting to pick up and play his best basketball of the season so far for the Bruins. He's just under 10 points per game right now on the season for Northrop. And then you got a couple of guys who play the guard position, average somewhere between 4 and 7 points per game for Northrop. So you've got Tyvon Alexander, a junior guard at 6 foot even. Then you've also got Zeke Harris, the junior guard at 5'9". Jackson Robinson also at 5'9", and a junior guard. Those three guys do a nice job of keeping the offense a little bit balanced for Northrop as they're trying to score some more points. They're shooting a better percentage from the field over the course of the last week, but they're still not hitting a high percentage of three-point shots. They're also shooting a little bit better at the free throw line, up to 64% on the season for Northrop. Head coach Derek Heinen on the other side for Leo, now in his second year overall with the Lions, his fifth year as a head coach. He was a 3A regional champion at Fairfield in 3 seasons there, and then last year's Leo team going 13-11, now in his second year at 14-14 overall, and off to a 1-3 start this year. Some of the same faces and some of those same last names, really, that you remember from Leo basketball over the course of the past 4+ years. You've got Zaj Richard, who's a senior now. We saw his brother play for the Lions, and the lefty was really nifty and crafty when he got towards the bucket. That was Solomon Richard. And then you've got Nolan Heitschuh as well, now in his senior season for the guard, wears number 3. And then it's who else can step up and kind of fill those roles for Coach Heinen as this season progresses. They've got some seniors on the roster, and Nate Gustafson as well as Caden Mathias. But then you look at the junior Jay Henney. Can he make an impact on the floor, especially early in his career, as well as Jonah LaGrange? So certainly this Leo group starting to figure itself out as this season progresses, and they're starting to kind of find their footing as we get into this high school boys basketball season. Game 5 of the year for Leo, Game 6 of the season for Northrop. Both these teams return to conference play on Friday night. As I mentioned, we've got games going on tonight on our Summit City Sports Network. Heritage and Blackhawk Christian girls basketball was our first game of the night. We've got the boys game as well between those two teams. We've also got boys basketball DeKalb at Bishop Dwenger, Peru at Southside, and girls basketball tonight in the Summit Athletic Conference, Snyder at Bishop Lewers. We'll have more girls basketball tomorrow night. Northside at Leo for girls action will be there, and we'll also be at Southside as New Haven heads to South to take on the Archers. Northrop 1-4, Leo 1-3. Two teams trying to find their footing before conference season begins. Let's dive deeper into the overall schedules this year for these two teams, starting with the home team in the Northrop Bruins. As mentioned, off to a 1-4 start on the year. Northrop dropping their first 3 games of the season, fell to Norwell at Norwell by just 4 points in a very, very good game across the board. Norwell now up to a 3-1 record on the season. Then Northrop got controlled, and they really did get a little bit outclassed by New Haven and Anderson. New Haven 78-42, and then Anderson 67-35. But last week on Tuesday, it was the victory at East Noble, 61-48, and then falling to Lewers on Friday night, 84-42. Leo opened up their season with a win at Concordia on the opening night, 52-45 over the Cadets, and then it's been 3 consecutive losses for the Lions. They fell at Wayne, 66-40, then at Heritage, 59-42, before that last time out last Tuesday, falling to Southside at home, 64-37. But this will be the 4th road game already for Leo this season, a part of 3A sectional number 21. Angola, Leo, Blackhawk Christian with DeKalb, East Noble, Bishop Dwenger, Concordia, and Garrett. Northrop 4A sectional number 5, comprised of 4 teams, all here in the 260, Snyder, Carroll, Northrop, and Northside. As we get ready for the starters and the national anthem here from inside Northrop High School, the Bruins getting ready to take on the Lions. Before we get started, I want to remind you tonight's broadcast has been made possible by all of our great sponsors, including the Big Eyed Fish. They've been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. You can enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at the Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenwiller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process. From bid to build, visit OttenwillerContracting.com. And Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. Leo taking on Northrop back here at Northrop and ready for the national anthem. We'll step aside, take about a 90-second break, and then we'll come back with your starting lineups after this. SummitCitySports.com.
From the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season. Take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
The Northrop High School Athletic Department asks everyone to display the highest quality of sportsmanship tonight. Remember, sportsmanship is the #1 priority.
We welcome you back to Northrop High School. It's time to meet the starters. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Leo Lions. Let's turn it over to our public address announcer. So a change in the Northrop starting lineup. Michael Griffin Jr. gets the start as opposed to Anthony Barnes. It's Harris, Robinson, Scott, Reese, and Griffin. Richard, Heitschuh, Miller, LaGrange, and Scrogum on the other side. Scrogum to tip it off against Griffin. And we'll get things started from Northrop High School. Glad to be with you. Tuesday night boys basketball in the Summit City is underway, and Leo controls the opening tip. Heitschuh, we've seen him really be an impactful player in this area for the past 3 years. This ball up in the air, fighting against Don LaRae Reese, who in his own right has been an impactful player the past 3 seasons. Blocking foul is going to send Richard to the free throw line here in the opening 20 seconds of the game. So Sajay Richard, the senior, to the line for 2 free throws as Jackson Robinson is charged with his first personal foul. If you're just joining us, you haven't missed much yet, but we missed our pregame show. 1-3 overall, Leo. 1-4 overall for Northrop. Both these teams going back to conference play in their next game on Friday night, as Richard is successful on the first free throw attempt, and it is Leo on the board first. Second free throw coming for Sajay Richard. Pure on both, and 2 points on that opening possession for the Lions, who are at this point 1-2 against the SAC, with that one win coming on opening night against Concordia. Losses to South and Wayne. Height shoe up the floor for Richard off the turnover. He gets into the lane. Griffin popped it out on the way up. 3-on-3 the other way. Scott lost it. It is out of bounds. Good effort from Lucas Miller, but it's going to stay with Northrop. So the leading scorer for the Bruins is on the bench to begin this game, not getting the start as Don LeRae Reese looking for some help. He's going to call that first timeout for the Bruins. Gives us a moment to remind you that Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. And online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. So Bruins inbounding out of the timeout. That's going to stay on this side of the floor with Northrop. Just a minute into the game. 2-0 in favor of Leo. Jackson Robinson felt like he probably had his best game of the year last Tuesday against East Noble. Don LeRae Reese Jr.'s 3 off the mark. And Haitshu floating ahead. This Lions offense under a second-year head coach, feel like they've figured out the system, what they want to do. Now it's about going out and executing and working out some of the kinks of the early portion of the season. Richard on the block against Griffin, gets inside, and there's Richard with 2 more. He's got all 4 for Leo. Griffin lost the basketball. He's able to re-corral, but good defense from Miller. Robinson thought about the triple, instead gives up to Scott. 2 minutes have come and gone in this opening quarter. 4 subs at the scorer's table for Leo. Barnes is set to check in at the next break for Northrop. Harris backs it out. Good defense from Leo on this offensive possession for the Bruins. Robinson behind the back. Floater. Teardrop is good. Jackson Robinson for 2. And it does feel like Robinson's starting to play his best game. Richard shot off the mark, offensive rebound, and we got a foul underneath coming against Northrop. And here come 4 subs for the Lions. Should not be free throws here. It's ball underneath. So subs going to come in. Tyvon Alexander and Anthony Barnes are in for Northrop. We've got Jay Henney on the floor for the first time, as well as Trevin Cray. Cole Grable out there, and Bo Swartz. Andrew Scrogum's the only one who stays on the floor. Henney gives up. Cray for Swartz. 5:05 first quarter. Alexander poked it out of bounds, going to stay here. We've seen at different times this year, Tyvon Alexander and Anthony Barnes have been in the starting lineup. Just was not the case here tonight. Coach Merriman going with something different. We try to get a spark plug off the bench as well. Inside, Barnes deflected it. Robinson finds it. Numbers for the white and orange. Zeke Harris on the attack, and he's fouled going to the rim. 2 free throws upcoming for Zeke Harris. Foul called on Jay Henney, his first. First free throw doesn't find a home. Andrew Scroggum comes back in the game. That was LaGrange that was still out there, 23 instead of 24, but Scroggum back on. 1 for 2 for Zeke Harris. And the defense forcing it over and back. Good extra work on that defensive pressure. As the Bruins take back over, 4:42 first quarter. Zone look defensively from Leo, and Zeke Harris shuffled his feet. Turnover from the Bruins. So Scroggum's out there with Cray and that second unit, so to speak. Kind of those hockey line changes at times for Leo. Cray inside. He took an extra step. And both teams with a couple of early travels. Changes again for Leo. LaGrange is back on. Nate Gustafson in for the first time. And Sajay Richard returns as well. So we've seen 10 different Lions on the floor in the first 4 minutes of this opening quarter. Alexander, spin cycle, jumper, good for 2 more. So Tyvon Alexander gives Northrop the lead, 5-4. And he got a takeaway on this side with that deflection. Harris, good defense, and LaGrange steps over to make the play. Miles Scott to the scorer's table for Northrop. Gustafson dumped it off, passed in the corner. Extra touch for a Richard 3 off the front iron, and Jackson Robinson down there for the board. 3:15 first quarter. Anthony Barnes from 3. Too strong, missed everything. Robinson took it away, and it wouldn't have mattered as Henney extended that arm. It's an offensive foul on Leo. And Henney has picked up 2 fouls in this opening quarter. He's going to have to take a seat on the bench as Nolan Heitschuh is back on. So the Purple Pride of Leo, again, had the 5 starters. 5 different players off the bench have already come in, 10 in total. Northrop, so far 7 different players have entered the game. 5 starters and 2 off the bench. Here's Tyvon Alexander into the corner. Catch and shoot 3 for Don LaRae Reese. Defense for Northrop has been really good so far. Scott saves it to Barnes. Bruins pushing ahead. That pass was a wild one, but Northrop's going to retain possession. 2:38 first quarter. Robinson inbounding into the middle. Free throw line. Reese down to the right block. Got to step inside. 2 for Don LeRae Reese Jr., and he's got half the points now for Northrop. Haichu, mid-range game, soft touch. Nolan Haichu for 2. First bucket for Leo since it was 4-0. Attack for Jackson Robinson, and that's going to force a timeout by the Lions. They want to talk things over as their defense has not been as crisp as they would like. And Northrop's playing a really good first quarter right now. 2:01 left in the first. Don't forget, if you're looking for specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration, you can turn to the experts at TJW Industrial. Find them on Freedom Way or online, tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Labor's District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Always 100 is presenting their Holiday Hoops Camp coming up December 29th through the 31st. We are less than 2 weeks away from this beginning, as well as January 2nd. Kindergarten through 8th graders are welcome. You got a morning session and an afternoon session. You can do both as well at the PSM Fieldhouse. Visit always100basketball.net for more information. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. First bucket of the game for Northrop. Robinson with a teardrop. Two minutes to play. First quarter. Richard against Barnes. Driving inside, tough ass. This one's batted back out. Reese looking up the floor. Numbers for the Bruins as Scott dives to the cup for 2. And a balanced scoring attack right now for Northrop, and the defense keeps making things happen on this end. We get defense leading to points here with Miles Scott going inside for 2. And now the defense gifting another possession to the Bruins. Alexander inside. Floater for 2 more. Tyvon Alexander's up to 4. Minute 15 first quarter. Northrop trailed 4-0 to start, and they have completely turned the tide of this game since then. Barnes is called for the foul. It's Tyvon Alexander on that last possession. Nolan Haichu at the line. Shooting 2 free throws. Good on that first attempt. Leo 3 for 3 at the line so far. Make up 4 for 4. Final minute of the first quarter. Northrop doubled up on Leo. Reese in the middle of the zone. To the corner. Robinson loads for 3. Offensive rebound. Scott out up high. Reese 3. Too strong. Richard nearly lost it. He did. Barnes flips to Reese. And 1. Don LeRae Reese. Off the assist from Anthony Barnes. And Reese with a chance to score his 8th point of this first quarter as he's at the line for an and-1 opportunity. Zach Darrow's in for Northrop for the first time. Foul was called on Cole Grable, his 3rd. Scroggum's back in for Leo. Reese hits the free throw. Final 30 seconds of the first quarter. Another takeaway. Robinson to the rim and one. Back-to-back for Northrop. And Jackson Robinson and this Bruin defense taking over right now. Robinson missed the free throw. 20 seconds to go. Height shoe. They go inside. Grable, right block. Good positioning down low, and Grable's able to lay it off the glass. Final 10 seconds of the first quarter. Reese pushes up the floor. Gave it off to Robinson. 5 seconds and 4. Alexander hoists at the horn, but he came up short. And that is how the first quarter comes to a close. Started 4-0 Leo, but it was the Northrop defense that upped the intensity as that first quarter continued, and the Bruins lead by 11 after 1.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting?
All right, we apologize for that. Looks like we are back going again as we begin the second quarter. Leo and Northrop. Looks like we may be having some internet issues here at Northrop. Hopefully everything has been fixed now. Second quarter begins. Haven't missed anything yet. Zeke Harris to Tyvon Alexander. Left wing for three. Rolls off the iron and out. Scroggum pass too high, out of bounds, and the turnover. So apologize if our screen just went black on YouTube there for a second. We are back and rolling once again at the start of the second quarter. 8 points for Don LeRae Reese Jr. of Northrop. He leads everybody on the floor in scoring. 16 points the last time out for Reese, who gives up here. Alexander backs it out. Zone defense working well for Leo. Scott back to Alexander. A minute has come and gone already in the second quarter as Alexander gets downhill and maybe force that shot on the left block. Up the floor, Miller into the corner. Grable kicks out. Good ball movement from Leo. Heitshu runs into Darrow. Offensive foul. And Heitshu picks up the charge. Darrow hangs in there and may have hurt his hand as he was coming down. So an 11-point lead for Northrop, and really everything that the Bruins have done today has started because of their defensive presence. Wasn't there for the first couple minutes of this game, but the intensity picked up as the quarter continued. Barnes at the elbow, out for Harris. Scott, and this zone just sinking in. But Northrop being picky. Reese, three. No. And a foul on Anthony Barnes as he got the separation going after the rebound. Pushed off and probably didn't need to there as that ball was coming his way. Sajay Richard back on for Leo. LaGrange also re-enters. Griffin back in for Northrop. 6 minutes left in the first half. An 11-point lead for Northrop. Scroggum hands off for Heitschuh. Screen set by Swartz. Heitschuh, left elbow, jump shot. Rolled out. Offensive rebound, kick out. Scroggum three. Does it go? And Miles Scott in there. Loose ball. Griffin on top of it. Jump ball. Going to keep possession with Leo. 5:31 second quarter. And we're tied up at 21-10, which is where we were at the end of the first. Another foul on the inside against Northrop. Southside leads Peru 24-7 after one. Inbound, LaGrange turns, can't hit, and Griffin able to take that rebound away. Robinson down to the baseline. Scott kicks out. Harris, long three. And right in there for the board was Jay Henney. Henney playing despite those two personal fouls. Scroggum to Richard. LaGrange down to the left block, and he's able to finish. Reese backing it out. Bounce pass into Griffin, and that is met by Scroggum. Jump ball. Arrow stays here. More changes, though. Lucas Miller's on for the Lions, and Bo Swartz, who feels like he just went out, he's right back in. Tyvon Alexander back on for Northrop. That went off the leg of Reese. And Leo basketball underneath the bucket. .414 second quarter, just 2 points scored in the quarter so far. Richard head fake, drives into the paint. Finds Heitschuh. Offensive foul. No, a blocking foul on Reese. And Heitschuh to the line. 2 free throws upcoming, where Leo has made a dent here today. Unofficially, Leo 5 for 5 at the line. Two for 2 for Heitschuh. Lions making the most of their free throw opportunities. Breakaway, Don LeRae Reese Jr. Easiest bucket he'll have all season long there. Great find, Northrop pushing the issue. And we got another foul as Leo is going up on this shot. Now, foul is going to be called on the floor here, but it was on Griffin, his second. Grable back in. Inbound goes to the corner. Miller, three. Nothing but the nylon. Back to a 6-point game as Leo has outscored Northrop in this quarter, 7-2. Tyvon Alexander, another mid-range jumper. Three minutes to play, second quarter. That one went off the leg of Alexander and out of bounds, going to stay here. Ball into the backcourt. Haichu didn't touch it, so no over and back. Important possession. Haichu spins to the inside. Turnaround, no. Loose ball. Gonna stay here. Don LeRae Reese Jr. back in after a very brief breather. Block shot in the corner. Zeke Harris gets over to deny that attempt from Swartz. I think they're calling that last bucket for Tyvon Alexander a three, and now they have corrected it on the board in here. It is 25-17. Did read 26-17 a moment ago. And another foul. This is on Zeke Harris. Fifth team foul of the quarter against Northrop. So Leo, who has been really good at the line, chance to maybe make up some of the deficit at the line. Haichu hits another. 8 for 8 at the line for Leo. 2.5 to play, second quarter. 6-point ball game here at Northrop. Both teams, one victory on this young season. 1-3 Leo, 1-4 Northrop. 2-3 look in the zone. Harris going to move it back out. Yeah, Northrop did a nice job of being patient in that first quarter, taking their shots where they could, but it was the defense that kind of kick-started some good opportunities. Tyvon Alexander starts it on his own from distance. So Alexander hits the three. Swartz looking for help, into Grable, and one. So Cole Grable with an and one. Grable's free throw is good as well. Don LeRae just tried to throw one down. Aggressive attempt at the dunk. Travel on Swartz, and we're going the other way. Let's flash back on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Just a couple possessions ago, Tyvon Alexander laces the three. And now out of bounds, Alexander stepped on the line and turns it over. Another whistle. And if this is on Northrop, it's going to result any fouls for the rest of this quarter will put them at the line. Minute 10. Grable called out to set the screen. Heitschuh just in front of the volleyball line. Long rebound right back to him. He drives in, throws it down to Grable, who is fouled on the inside and is going back to the line for more free throws. First miss at the line. Grable 0 for 2 on this trip after Leo hit their first 9 free throws of the game. Alexander dribbled it off his foot. And now a double dribble underneath as Northrop's turnovers are starting to add up here in the second. Into the corner. LaGrange gives off for Heitschuh. That ball's poked away. Richard coming back in the game. See if Leo's interested in holding for the final shot here. Miller already with a 3 in this quarter. Pass for Heitschuh's taken away. Don LeRae Reese Jr. right to the rim for 2. Reese is up to 12. The lead at 8. Final 8 seconds of the quarter. Miller in the corner. Off the mark. Loose ball. Alexander fires from half court. Oh, closer than it probably should have been. That'll take us into the halftime break. Bruins led by 11 after 1. They lead by 8 at the half, behind 12 points for Don LeRae Reese Jr.
Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America are building roads and bridges to get Hoosiers where they're going today, and a new energy infrastructure that will keep Indiana competitive tomorrow. LIUNA's over 12,000 statewide members also grow local economies, earning good union wages, shopping where they live and work, and paying taxes. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
From the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
Brian Avery, Director of Champions Together for the Indiana High School Athletics Association. Champions Together is a program that partners the IHSAA and Special Olympics Indiana. It is designed to provide opportunities for students with and without intellectual disabilities to participate together on fields of play and in other activities throughout the year. Unified Sports, an important part of Champions Together, allows students who might not otherwise have the opportunity a chance to represent their school in interscholastic sport and compete for an IHSAA state championship. Unified Sports currently exist in roughly 1/3 of IHSAA member schools, and that number is growing. For over 10 years, Champions Together and Unified Sports have helped promote relationships between students with and without intellectual disabilities, increase graduation rates and school attendance, and improve the culture within our schools. To learn more about what is happening in the inclusion revolution, visit ihsaa.org.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a...
We welcome you back to Northrop High School. Apologies once again for some reason. Internet's not liking us too much today here at Northrop, but either way, we are back live with you on YouTube. 30-22 at the halftime break. Northrop led 21-10 after the first, and Leo outscoring the Bruins by 3 points in that second quarter to make it an 8-point deficit. Our thanks to the stats team at Leo for getting us these halftime official stats for you, and we're right on the money. Leo, 9 of 11 at the free throw line in the first half, 82% at the charity stripe, 1 for 5 from downtown. That 1 3-pointer was made by Lucas Miller, who does have 3 points in this game. Nolan Heitschuh leads the way for Leo with 8 points, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Sajay Richard with 4 points, 5 points for Cole Grable, and then 3 points for Lucas Miller. The other 2 points belong to Jonah LaGrange, totaling up to 22 first-half points on 37.5% shooting from the floor. Other side, Don Larray Reese Jr. leads all scorers in this game with 12 points, 4 of 5 from 2-point range, 1 of 4 from 3-point range. He also has 2 rebounds in the first half. 9 points for Tyvon Alexander on 3 of 4 shooting from 2, 4 of 7 from the field. Anthony Barnes held scoreless, had just 1 rebound as well in that first half with those 2 personal fouls. 2 fouls on Michael Griffin as well as Zach Darrow. So 3 different Bruins with at least 2 fouls. Jay Henney is the only Leo player with 2 fouls at the halftime break. Northrop, 2 of 10 from 3-point range, 2 of 4 at the free throw line, but 13 for 24 from 2-point range, or from the field, 13 of 24 from the field, but 11 for 14 on 2-point field goals in that first half. Most of their misses came from beyond the arc. 11 of 14 from 2, 2 of 10 from 3. So anything inside of 21 feet has pretty much been money for Northrop in the first half, and they are again led by Don Larray Reese Jr., 12 points at the break. The largest lead in the first half, Northrop led by 13 at 21-8, and the Bruins went on a 16-2 run in that opening quarter. It's 30-22 at the half. We'll get you ready for third quarter action after this break. SummitCitySports.com live on YouTube.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
So I tell the truth all the time, ain't got no sympathy for no. I admit, and I'm rich, and I'm lit. Jumping up on stages, I get 200 kg, but I ain't really the game up we make. Shut they trap down. They see how I made it, I'm the reason they won't rap now. See me out in traffic, make a hater pull his head down. Biggie's OG salute me, a stylist can't even style me. The robbers probably won't get me on my out Lamborghinis. The youngest turn in my city, they try me, I get it cracked. Some of this still would happen if I never started rapping. My people them steady.
game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
All right, they ran that final 40 seconds off the clock, so we're ready to go for the start of the second half. Starting five on the floor for Leo. A little bit of a different look to start this quarter for Northrop. We'll get you all the names momentarily here. Heitschuh with the basketball now. Heitschuh, Miller, LaGrange, Scroggum, and Richard. That was Nolan Heitschuh with two more. Heitschuh into double figures now with 10 points. Harris, Robinson, Reese, Scott, and Barnes are the five out there for Northrop. Zeke Harris and Barnes is calling for the basketball right now, trying to set himself up in position. Scott looking for some help. Back to Zeke Harris. Reese hands off to Scott. And good defense again from Leo on this possession. Robinson inside, missed it. Barnes offensive rebound. He'll go back up. Loose ball, Heitschuh in the corner. Robinson able to save it to Scott. And they'll calm things down and reset once again. 6.5 third quarter. Inside, Barnes quickly to the move, and a blocking foul called against Richard as Barnes went to his spin move as soon as he got the basketball. Blocking foul, but nothing coming from it, just a team foul. Richard's first team foul of the quarter. They'll go deep on the inbound again. See if that comes into play down the stretch. Northrop has struggled a little bit inbounding the basketball here tonight against this Leo defense. Barnes, baseline pass for Harris. 2 minutes already off the clock here in the third. Robinson re-corralling his dribble. And they'll run a different set. 4 players back at the scores table for Leo waiting to check in. Reese, elbow jumper. He's got 14. Richard from distance. That's off the iron, out of bounds. And it is Northrop basketball. So that is kind of the big concern here. We just saw that Northrop last offensive possession take about 2 full minutes of game time away, at least a minute and a half, and then Leo goes down. Kind of first look you get, you take the shot, doesn't go, and now you got to settle back in defensively. The only thing about that is they've come with a host of changes. So Cray's back on the floor, Henny's out there, Swartz, as well as LaGrange and Grable. LaGrange the only stay or holdover from that starting five still out there. Scott hands off. Barnes traveled as he tried to step inside. 4:54 third quarter. Tyvon Alexander is in for Northrop. Nolan Heitschuh comes back in for Leo. Halftime scores. Girls basketball, Snyder leads Lures 39-13 at the break. Blackhawk Christian leading Heritage in boys basketball, 31-28 at the half there. Heitschuh got Reese off his feet, left it short. Swartz then lost it, trying to go back. Alexander one-on-one to the rim. Barnes put back and the jam. Ho, ho, ho. And now full court pressure from this Northrop defense. 10 seconds forced, and the Bruin defense making it happen here in the third quarter. Running the floor here, good ball movement. Alexander missed it, but how about the big man? Knows how to get the crowd going. First bucket for Anthony Barnes is that dunk. Shot doesn't fall. Grable is there for the board. 10-point Northrop lead. Coming up on the 4-minute mark in the third. Haichu left alone, missed the floater. And then it was tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Leo. Jackson Robinson going to come back on for Northrop. You see the time in the top left corner there, 4:02. And a lot of this quarter, Northrop has had the basketball. That one possession alone was almost 90 seconds. Alexander, middle of the zone, kicks out. Reese, catch and shoot. No. Haichu boxes out for the defensive rebound. Got up the floor this time. Swartz, three. No. Saved, but to Northrop. And Tyvon Alexander's out ahead, and he'll lay it in. Alexander for Northrop is up to 12 points. Barnes gets the block here, and everything coming together for the Bruins right now. Richard back on for Leo. LaGrange re-enters. And Gustafson also back on the floor. Haichu right off the inbound. Corner three, no. Offensive board. Haichu inside. Barnes. Oh, called for the foul. Just a little bit too much contact on the body as he got his hands on that block. Don't forget, the Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. You can enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at the Big Eyed Fish. 2 free throws for Leo. Nolan Haichu, who is 6 of 6 at the line. Make him 7 for 7. And Haichu now with 11 points for Leo. Haichu hits both. 8 for 8 at the line for Nolan Haichu has helped keep Leo in this game. Alexander went baseline and a reach-in foul against Leo. 2:57 third quarter. Bruins with the basketball underneath. Zeke Harris to inbound. Michael Griffin's back in the game. They'll go deep to Reese. Alexander got the space, pulls for three, and laces another. Tyvon Alexander. Haichu, well contested on this triple. Doesn't matter, he knocks it down. Out of bounds, gonna stay here. Anderson heating and air conditioning replay. Last possession for Northrop. Alexander with 3 more. Looking for some help on the inbound. Go to Jackson Robinson. Timeout, Northrop. Just a little bit too much going on for the Bruins. Don't forget, Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years to help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottmiller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process. From bid to build, visit OttmillerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Last bucket of this game, a 3 from Nolan Heitschuh. His first three-point make of the night. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Robinson, left lane, kicked it out, rolled off of the arms of LaGrange. Alexander going to let it fly. No, but it was last touched by Leo and will stay here. Cole Grable back on for Leo. Harris dribbles out. Reset this offensive possession again for Northrop. They've been patient against the zone defense from Leo. They get to the middle. Robinson free throw. Not sure he even left his feet. Truly took a free throw there. Grable kicks out up high. 3. Gustafson nets it. So Gustafson's triple makes this back to a single-digit game. Robinson can't quite respond with 3 of his own. Inside the final minute of the third quarter, Leo trailed by 8 at the half. It's down to 7. Can they get a little bit closer? Grable on the block against Griffin. Lost it on the way up, but we've got a whistle and a foul. Bruin fans are not going to agree with that call. Out of bounds off that inbound and turned over by Leo. Northrop basketball. Final 30 seconds of the third quarter. They go right to the middle of the zone. Kick out quickly. Reese for 3. Front iron off. Final 20 seconds. Gustafson for Grable, into the corner, down to 12. Heitschuh, 7 seconds. Separates, Heitschuh, hits the 3. Northrop does not get a shot off at the end of the third quarter. The last 6 points of the quarter scored by Leo's Nolan Heitschuh. The Lions are within 4 as we head to the fourth.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges.
4-point Northrop lead over Leo. And apologize, having some trouble here on the Wi-Fi tonight. As Leo cuts this possession lead down to 1 and a 2-point game. Lucas Miller the bucket. Heitschuh the leading scorer for Leo in this game, but he's on the bench right now to begin the fourth quarter. Got him down for 18 points in this game. And Northrop, who led by as many as 13 here tonight, leading by just 2 now. And Leo with a chance to take the lead or just tie this game up on this possession. Miller. Pass to the inside. This ball was kicked. It's going to keep it here. Nolan Heitschuh re-enters for Leo. 7:04. Goes right inside, blocked by Scott. Well, Northrop and Leo both sitting with 1 win so far this year. Offensive foul called as Barnes was trying to get space on the inside. He's had a couple calls tonight that he did not necessarily agree with. This one will fall into that category as he just picked up his 4th. Leo basketball once again. Heitschuh trying to pass it inside. Scott got a hand on it. Ends up creating the takeaway for Northrop. Tyvon Alexander has been crafty today. He's got 15 points to lead Northrop. Barnes, quiet night on offense. He'll kick out for Scott. Reese reset inside of 6 minutes. Alexander backed it out. Pass was offline between Alexander and Reese. Those two have combined for 29 of the 39. Zeke Harris back in for the Bruins. But it is Leo basketball. Richard returns to the lineup as well. Heitschuh to tie. Short. Alexander defensive board. Pushed up ahead, and we got a ball deflected here. It's going to stay with Northrop. Move the ball around the arc. Tried to go into the middle. Pass was deflected. Looked like Scroggum was the one who got a hand on it. Altered the path of that ball. Heitschuh bounce it in. Grable floater. Ties it up for Leo. Timeout. Northrop. Full timeout for the Bruins. We'll take the break with them. Tied up at 39, 4:53 to play.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
So I tell the truth all the time, ain't got no sympathy for no. I admit that I'm rich and I'm lit. Jumping up on stages, I get 200 in the cage. Bro, I ain't really the game, or we make sure they trap down. They see how I made it, I'm the reason they won't rap now. See me out in traffic, make a hater pull his head down. Biggie's OG salute me, a stylist can't even style me. The robbers probably wanna get me on my pin, I Lamborghinis. The youngest turn in my city, they try me, I get it cracked. Some of this still would happen if I never started rapping. My people don't steady.
39 all between Leo and Northrop. Fourth quarter action from Northrop High School. Don't forget, if you're looking for specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration, turn to the experts at TJW Industrial. Find them online, tjwindustrial.com. And the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Labor's District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Tied up at 39, 4:45 to play in the fourth quarter. Grable's last bucket tied it for Leo. Barnes pass deflected. Scroggum after it with Harris. Both bodies to the floor. Leo basketball off the deflection. Officials are going to get together and discuss. And it is going to be Northrop basketball. And Coach Merriman happy with that. He thinks they got the call correct. 4.5 to go. Extra chance for Northrop. Carry on Alexander and a turnover. He had to carry that ball to split the defense. Nolan Heitschuh, a couple of threes. 18 points in total. Kicks out. Threes offline, though, for Scroggum. Trying to take the lead. 4 minutes to go here at Northrop tonight. Reese out. Scott to retake the lead. No. Loose ball. Grable on the floor. Begging for a timeout here is Coach Heinen. He's going to get it. 3:49 left in the fourth quarter. Don't forget, you can earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Always 100 presenting their Holiday Hoops Camp coming up December 29th through the 31st, as well as January 2nd. Morning session and an afternoon session. Why not both? PSM Fieldhouse, the place to be on Iceway in Fort Wayne. Visit always100basketball.net for more information. And tonight's broadcast of Indiana High School boys basketball is being brought to you by Summit City Sports. You can follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leo basketball, the arrow favors Northrop on a jump. 3:45 clock winds in the fourth quarter. Both teams searching for win number 2 of the year. Northeast State against the SAC tonight. LaGrange for Heitschuh, 18 points. Leads all scorers here on the floor. Heitschuh stripped by Reese on his way to the rim. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Lions. 3:24 to go. Inbound right into the corner. Miller backed it out. They go in, and Barnes called for what would feel like another ticky-tack foul maybe, and the big man is fouled out of this game with 3:12 to play in the fourth quarter. And I think for Barnes tonight, he's thinking, man, 3 of those 5, I didn't really get everything I could have gotten on those fouls. Right inside, Scroggins 2 gives Leo the lead. His first bucket of the game. Northrop yet to score here in the fourth quarter. Harris bumped into. 2:47 to go in the fourth. Alexander into Jackson Robinson. Zeke Harris for the lead. Off the mark. Jump ball. Gonna stay here. So Leo has outscored Northrop here in the fourth quarter. Bruins have yet to put any points on the board. Tyvon Alexander for Zeke Harris. Donleray Reese driving into the zone, tried to bounce it off last minute for Robinson. Jump ball and possession to the Lions. An 8-point lead at the half has gone by the wayside for Northrop. Two minutes to play. Heitschuh back for Richard. No rush right now for Leo on this offensive possession. Scroggum in, LaGrange, yes! Good for 2, timeout Bruins. And here's the action to get the bucket. Anderson, heating and air conditioning replay. Scroggum's been good late. Finds LaGrange here for the bucket. .124 to go in the fourth quarter. This game was 39-35 Northrop at the end of the third. 8 points, that's all that's been scored here in the fourth quarter, and all 8 of them have been scored by Leo. Still a minute 20 to go. Alexander had it stripped free. Heitschuh comes up with it. Timeout Leo. 1:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. 4-point Lions advantage. We'll take the 1-minute pause with them.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
We welcome you back to Northrop High School out of the Leo timeout. Bruins trying to force a jump ball. They do. And Northrop with an extra possession. If you're just joining us, the Bruins have pretty much led throughout this game. Leo led 4-0 right off the jump, but at the end of the first quarter, it was 21-10 Northrop. Bruins led 21-8, 30-22 at the half, then 39-35 at the end of the third quarter, and yes, still 39 for Northrop. They are yet to score here in the fourth. Reese trying to change that, cannot. Ice cold in this fourth quarter for the Bruins, and we're down to the final minute. LaGrange dumps it inside. Grable fouled. And 2 free throws upcoming. Cole Grable, 2 free throws to try and extend this Leo advantage. Grable shorter him that first free throw attempt, and he knew it. One for 2 for Grable. Lead is up to 5, final 50 seconds. Got to hurry if you're Northrop. Working against this zone. Reese turns, jumper, no. Bruins still scoreless here in the fourth, and they're going to have to start fouling. Or create a turnover. They do. Heitschuh lost it. Numbers for the Bruins. Reese to Alexander. Leo defense holds again. And they get the turnover. 20 seconds to go. Up the floor. Miller. The dagger. And a foul coming up the floor. Unbelievable. Northrop had a couple of different chances to bring this game back to a single possession, and instead, the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Lucas Miller with a dagger 3. Final 7 seconds. Northrop will be shut out in the fourth quarter here tonight. The Purple Pride are feeling good as Leo comes from behind to defeat Northrop 47-39. Your final score. Nolan Heitschuh is your PSM player of the game as he finishes with 18 points for the Lions. Leo improves to 2-3 on the year. They'll be back in Northeast 8 play on Friday. First game of the year in the Northeast 8 when they take on Huntington North at home. We'll be there with live coverage. We'll also see you for Northrop's game on Friday, a doubleheader against Southside. For my cameraman, Matt Jackson, I'm Jared Matheny. We'll talk to you next time. Leo 47, Northrop 39. The Lions improve to 2-3 on the year.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
The unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories.